Middle school kids are squirrely all the time. At 2 o'clock, they're really squirrely. That wasn't enough of a challenge for Ken. He said, I'm going to want everyone to stand up. Everyone stands up. He says, in a moment, I want to ask everyone to scream at the top of their lungs. I'm like, what? And then I'm going to go like this, and then I want it perfectly still. You ever hear been an earthquake? It was like an earthquake. The whole building was shaking. Kids were screaming. And then he went like this. And it was perfectly still. And you can't imagine the emotional effect of having total chaos. And then in a moment, perfectly still. Then very quietly he said, and that's the sound in nature when an endangered species dies. And went into a song about endangered species. At that point, he got the job. Ken, you're on.
Well, what if they came to take your land and build a 4-lane highway? Before the thing got out of hand, you could stand up and say, no, 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 I won't let you in my backyard. No, 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 sir, not in my backyard.
When we started the environmental decade, well, I had 2 important points in mind. First of all, it would be political, so we can lobby the legislature to pass good laws or stop bad laws. Secondly, the group would be able to help people all across Wisconsin.
But there have been no cases in Wisconsin or in most states establishing the right to sue for the environment.
This was at a time when, the word environment was not in our vocabulary. The word conservation was what we talked about.
But in 1970, we had the first Earth Day. And it was a very exciting time, and people were very positive about what's happening with the environment. So Peter and I decided we would start a group, and we called it Wisconsin Environmental Decade.
It is the one place that, even though it was only a couple people, was trying to move the ball forward in the courts, in the legislature, and in the agencies. Because if you're not willing to be in all 3, then you won't win. And we were in court a lot because there weren't that many laws yet. Over time, we changed that. And even more importantly, you also needed to organize people to create power to go to those 3 branches of government. And that's what we tried to do.
Hola, buenas tardes, yo soy Nancy, yo también, y aquí en Wisconsin tenemos 5 áreas de preocupación, y esta área del estuario de Milwaukee siendo una de las áreas.
Wisconsin to me means family. It's home. I am a first-generation individual. I have family and close ties to Mexico, but honestly, Wisconsin is where I was born and raised. Wisconsin is home. Wisconsin is family. Wisconsin is love. Clean air and safe water, that's a basic fundamental right that everyone should have. These resources are just essential. We're in a time where the political climate is not supportive of the work, especially around environmental justice and climate change efforts. But we work with a lot of great partners that are in the same fight, and we're going to push forward no matter what. Clean Wisconsin is full of change makers. We bring a diverse set of knowledge and resources to the table around this pivotal time in history.
An average of 75% of the applications that NRCS received, their conservation programs went unfunded.
We're addressing environmental injustices. We are pushing forward. We're holding polluters accountable. We're just doing the work to improve quality of life for the future. We're doing everything with community buy-in whenever possible. So we're leading with an equity-centered focus. We are standing on the shoulders of those that have done the work in the past. There's strength in numbers. There's strength in collective action.
We got to stop this gas plant so our kids have clean air to breathe.
We do not give you consent to our land. We do not give you consent to our water. We do not give you consent to our body.
Martin Luther King said, we have to accept finite disappointment, but not give up infinite hope. And I think that's the practicality that Clean Wisconsin has had from its very beginning. Pragmatic, but hopeful. That's a pretty powerful combination, and that's accomplished a lot. It wasn't easy 50 years ago, just different. It's not easy now, just different.
So for you guys who are now fighting that good fight, my heart goes out to you. There's a quote that Roosevelt, where he says, of some generations, much is given. Of much generations, much is expected. This generation of Americans has a rendezvous with destiny. And boy, do you have a rendezvous. I hope the best for you.